Second ever delivery and catering side hustle shift on DeliverThat. I'm here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now here's the thing with catering. You know, everyone knows about food delivery. We know about the food delivery side hustles, but this DeliverThat, the tips seem pretty good. And even DeliverThat says like average single delivery payout is like $25, $30 on a single drop-off. Here's the order request, actually the same restaurant, DeBella's Subs. So they gave me 5 offers to pick from. I chose this one because it seemed like a pretty easy delivery destination. It was a very, very quick delivery. Take a look here. So here's the complete breakdown of the order here. The delivery commission, think of it as guaranteed pay, $8.25. So the customer spent $224 on this catering order. Now looking at the order notes here, I can't tell if it's an ezCater run because that's who they partner with some of these orders. Because if you get an ezCater run, you qualify for the tip pooling. So if it's ezCater, you have tip pooling. If it's a direct order placed only on DeliverThat, it's just standard tipping. And it's a little bit unique because, and I'm wondering if it's the same thing here because my first one on DeBella's was the same thing, is the customer signed an invoice, they manually added a tip, and then I got that tip amount filling out the gratuity form. So here's the question as I head to the pickup destination, which I gotta be there in a little bit. It says depart by 11:10 a.m. Number one, we know that the $8.25 is the standard base pay. How much of a tip am I gonna get, and is it gonna be worth it, obviously? How big is it gonna be? Because the first order, it was like sandwich rings, you know, sub plates, it wasn't that bad. Thirdly, I have to set it up. So that's one thing to consider on DeliverThat, this catering side hustle, is they do require you to set it up if the customer wants, all right? I asked them the first time, I'm gonna ask this time because, you know, if they're having a meeting or something, they don't want you to get out of there, or HR or someone else is gonna do it, then just let them do it. All right, 4 minutes away. So here's what to expect when you get to your pickup destination on DeliverThat. Number one, parking. I'm here downtown Pittsburgh. So same concern, obviously, you know, it doesn't matter if it's DeliverThat, just any, you know, side hustle platform. Think about parking. With DeliverThat, they have a time that they want you there, when to depart and when to deliver it, okay? Again, kind of similar to other food delivery apps, let's say. Knowing that, if you think the destination is gonna be tricky on parking, give yourself an extra 2-3 minutes just to figure that out first. So when I get in there, I'm gonna say, I have a pickup for so-and-so. You can say, I got a pickup for DeliverThat for so-and-so. You can say, I got a catering pickup for so-and-so. So with DeliverThat, you need a catering bag. If you wanna do stacked orders, 2 or more assignments, I believe you need 4 catering bags. Obviously with the sub rings, you know, they didn't fit in my rectangular catering bag last time. A good hack though, from one of our team members, thank you by the way, is to use a pizza bag, which is a wonderful hack for a sub ring delivery. Excellent hack. All right, pickup process, how did it go? Pretty straightforward. Again, you gotta pick up for so-and-so. Oh, and by the way, shout out to you guys. DeBella's Sub, Market Square, the associates, the worker helped carry out the subs for me. I got 3 sub rings. Very nice of him to do that. So I am literally going 3 minutes, 0.8 miles to complete the delivery. Frankly, if this was just $8 on DoorDash, let's say, this would still be a good offer. 0.8 miles from the pickup to the drop-off. That's pretty good. But again, hang with me here. We need to see how much the tip from the customer is gonna be. Oh, here's one thing that I noticed. So you have to get a double-sided signature, basically. You're gonna get the signature when you pick up the food. No other app really does that, okay? So you get a signature from one of the team members at these restaurants to confirm, you know, it's a higher dollar item here. And then you're gonna get a signature of the customer, obviously. But here's one suggestion to DeliverThat is it said, like, continue with signature or add a signature. I'll show you here, but you actually have to click on this little squiggle, kind of like symbolizing the signature. It wasn't immediately clear for me. And yes, there's walkthroughs, there's videos you're gonna watch, and I get it. You know, you'll get the hang of it after you do a couple of deliveries, but this is only my 2nd delivery. And in the heat of the moment, you don't wanna be like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get to the signature. I'm supposed to get your signature and I can't do it. And then you just like, I don't know, unassign it or do something. Well, you live and learn, and folks, there's a learning curve with every side hustle, isn't there? I made a mistake. So I'm here in Station Square and I delivered to one of these office buildings and everything was super smooth. I had 3 sub rings and your standard box of condiments and all of that. What was I missing though? That was not food. I was missing the order confirmation. So with the direct orders, I haven't even done an ezCater run, okay? I think this is just direct orders on DeliverThat. The customer signs that order confirmation, and then they add a manual tip. And I use that, I think I told you, I use that to submit for my tip reimbursement. It's not the fault really of the restaurant, you know, it's my being too new on this platform and I just forgot. I saw the paperwork in their hand and I just forgot. You need the paperwork for them to sign in this case. Now, the associates, the gentleman that I was delivering to, were very nice, professional, and he even said, he's like, oh, do you have any paperwork for me to sign? And I said, you know what? It's not in here. So I was gonna go back. It's right across the river here in Market Square in downtown Pittsburgh. Definitely, I could have done that. But he called, I think, you know, finance or HR, whoever was, you know, doing this on the books. And he said, do you already have everything you need for the DeBella's catering restaurant? And the person said yes, and I took my delivery setup picture, because remember, I have to set it up. So I took my delivery setup picture, I got the whole thing in frame. You can also submit multiple pictures, and it let me continue finishing the delivery. It didn't say, hey, make sure to take a picture of the order confirmation. I believe in DeliverThat. You can help me out, because I know they're very active on socials. If you've done DeliverThat, help me out. But I think the only reason you need the order confirmation picture is for the tip amount. Now, of course, with any customer service, you know, you want to make it right, especially if it's your fault, then you're going to have to go back to the restaurant if they're like, yeah, we need an order confirmation for our records. But here's the thing, since I have no record of an order confirmation and they sign that paper adding a manual tip and I use that picture to submit to get reimbursed for the tip, I have no idea if they left a tip. So get this, I talked to DeliverThat, I got an answer because I missed something, so now we finally know what to do. So here's the deal. Remember the order request that I showed you? So they told me, you'll see, yes, it'll say ezCater here if it is a ezCater tip pull, but on this one, it's not ezCater. So what's the deal with the tips here? Can they pre-tip? Do I have to take a picture of this order confirmation? So you do not need a picture confirmation on the order request if they've pre-tipped. And yes, they can pre-tip. I missed it on that initial order request. If you look here in the gratuity section, there was a gratuity when looking at the order details. So since they've done that, they've already left a tip, it's not required to have the paperwork, sign, manual tip, take a picture, and then request for that gratuity reimbursement. I mean, my only question there is, can they, and what if, and this is probably really rare, but what if they want to add more tip on top of the pre-tip? Then can they do it in the app? Maybe there's a question for DeliverThat. If they want to add after the pre-tip, can they in app? And then if not, should I just have the paperwork anyway? And I intend on, you know, just taking the paperwork for future direct deliveries, but then should they just do it on the paperwork? And then lastly, I was going to do one more delivery on DeliverThat. It was at 4:50 p.m. and I didn't do it because I had another shift. I was going to try to drive for the first time ever on the brand new DoorDash Dynamic Peak Pay. So subscribe to see if I got it, how much it was, and how long it lasted. But for DeliverThat, I definitely want to do more shifts. And now that I know that tipping process on direct runs, I'm feeling pretty good about that tip potential.